an island country, Taiwan's development of marine fisheries has been outstanding in the past decade. The average annual fishery production of Taiwan has reached around 1.3 million tons, with a value of nearly 100 billion NT dollars. This has contributed greatly to the development of peripheral industries, social stability, and food supply. Taiwan's fisheries developed rapidly, with its production maintaining its position as one of the top 20 in the world. Its deep-sea fisheries and aquaculture are renowned globally. In recent years, 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zones (EEZ) have been exercised by coastal states, and the cooperative management of high sea resources has been adopted. In addition, Taiwan now faces issues including limited land and water resources. Thus, the government has been strengthening relevant response measures in assisting the industry to upgrade in an attempt to attain the sustainable development of Taiwan's fisheries. General description. The fisheries of Taiwan can be classified into deep-sea fisheries, offshore fisheries, coastal fisheries, and aquaculture. In terms of production, deep-sea fisheries surpass the other three fisheries, and coastal fisheries fall behind all others. Deep-sea fisheries. Deep-sea fisheries refer to the fisheries operating outside Taiwan's own 200 nautical mile EEZ. The major fishing methods include tuna longline fishing, tuna purse seine fishing, trawling, squid jigging, and torchlight sari fishing. Their fishing grounds cover the high seas areas of all the major oceans of the world. The fishing grounds of purse seiners are more concentrated in the waters in the central and western Pacific Ocean. The squid jiggers operate mostly in the southwest Atlantic Ocean, the northern and the eastern Pacific Ocean, and the waters of New Zealand. Observing the 200 nautical mile EEZ of coastal countries, the trawlers operate mostly in the waters of such coastal countries as Indonesia and Oman. Most tuna longliners and purse seiners take their supplies and make their repairs and transshipments at foreign base ports. The government has approved some 73 foreign ports for use as base ports by fishing vessels. Offshore fisheries. These fisheries conduct fishing activities inside the 200 nautical mile EEZ, but outside Taiwan's 12-mile territorial waters. The major fishing methods include trawling, dragging, longlining, and so on. Their main fishing grounds include the East China Sea, Taiwan Strait, South China Sea, Bashi Channel, and the waters around the east part of Taiwan. Coastal fisheries. Coastal fisheries operate within the 12 nautical mile territorial waters of Taiwan. The major fishing methods include gill netting, longlining, dragging, torchlight fishing, set net fishing, fish fry catching, etc. Aquaculture. Taiwan's aquaculture can be classified into freshwater pond culture, brackish water pond culture, and marine culture. The main species raised in freshwater ponds include eel, tilapia, giant freshwater prawns, and clams. In brackish water ponds, sea breams, sea bass, milkfish, groupers, etc. are farmed. Marine cultures are cultivated in shallow seas and cages in the offshore seas. In shallow seas, oyster, hard clam, and abalone are the main species cultivated, as well as cobia, groupers, sea breams, and yellowtail are the main species farmed in marine cages. Government agencies and fisheries organizations. The Fisheries Agency is the Central Fisheries Administrative Agency. The Director General is the Chief Administrating Officer of the agency, and he is assisted by 2 deputies and a Chief Secretary in running the day-to-day operations. There are 11 departments: the Planning Division, the Fisheries Regulation Division, the Deep Sea Fisheries Division, the Fisheries Facilities and Aquaculture Division, the Secretariat Office, the Accounting Office, and others, established within the agency to formulate and implement fishery policies. In the municipality and prefectures, under the Marine Bureau, Agriculture Bureau, or Construction Bureau, the administration of fisheries is conducted by a fisheries section of a fisheries and livestock section. Taiwan's Fishermen's Association and 39 district fishermen's associations are the civil societies of grassroots fishermen, established under the Fishermen's Association Organization Act. In addition, there are other fisheries societies, associations, and cooperatives established locally or nationwide with distinctive individual functions. The work of fisheries research is carried out by fisheries research institutions, including Academia Sinica, the Fisheries Research Institute of the Council of Agriculture, and 9 universities. In addition, there are 9 fisheries vocational schools specialized in providing fisheries-related education. Important accomplishments and policy objectives. Recognizing the importance of the protection of the marine environment and the conservation of marine resources, foresighted fisheries policies have been carefully formulated in the recent years to accommodate the changes in the international environment in order to meet the impacts and challenges encountered by the fisheries, while taking into account overall national development policy. The 7 major policies are briefly described as follows. Deep-sea fisheries. For deep-sea fisheries, in line with the international call to implement fisheries regulations to support responsible fishing, the scale of fisheries will be downsized by implementing fleet reduction programs. Monitoring of fishing activities will be enhanced through VMS, increase of the coverage of observer program, so as to better understand the fisheries. Active participation of regional fisheries management organizations and their meetings will continue, and the conservation and management measures adopted by them will be faithfully adhered to. Also, more fisheries officers will be dispatched to render assistance to fishing vessels and crews at foreign-based ports and to provide certification service of documents for transshipment of catches. Offshore and coastal fisheries. For the offshore and coastal fisheries, the government has been carrying out some conservation measures such as vessel reduction programs, stock enhancement programs through fish fry release, and fishing grounds restoration. Assistance has been rendered to coastal fisheries in changing their business activities to recreational fisheries such as angling and whale watching to enable more diversified development. Aquaculture. Aquaculture fish farming has been conducted to fulfill the objective of rational utilization of water and land resources, as well as to upgrade the quality of cultivated products. The development of aquaculture production zones has been planned, and renovation of their infrastructures will be carried out. The practice of using marine cages and releasing fish fry will also be promoted to develop more refined and diversified aquaculture. In recent years, establishment of a tracking system and sanitation of cultivated products have been prioritized in order to build premium and safe aquaculture. Fishermen's welfare. In Taiwan, fishermen are encouraged to rescue their brother fishermen in marine distress. The Fund for the Mutual Assistance for Fishing Vessels of Taiwan Area in Marine Distress was established to provide compensation for damage to vessels, which render rescue assistance. The Fund for Marine Accident of Fishermen in Taiwan was also established to provide insurance coverage to fishermen in case of injury and casualty during operations at sea. Processing and marketing. With respect to the processing and marketing of seafood, the infrastructure of fish markets has undergone improvement. Efficiency and service-oriented seafood marketing channels have been established. Promotion of the CIS certification system for seafood has been launched. These measures are all aimed at increasing the quality and value of fishery products to enable better income for fishermen. Fishery infrastructures. As for the infrastructure of fishing harbors, a plan for improving port facilities and environments will continue to ensure safe mooring and navigation of fishing vessels. Meanwhile, suitable locations have been selected for the development of a multifunctional fishery in response to the needs of the public. Research and development. In research and development, taking into consideration a balance between the policies of environment protection and fisheries development, surveys on the environment of the fishery grounds, population dynamic assessments of fish stocks, and the biological diversity of marine organisms have been carried out. More efforts have been exerted in research on ecological systems, maintenance of breeding stock of fish species, and biotechnologies for the prevention of fish disease. Research on seafood processing to ensure a variety of tastes, premium quality, stable storage, and consumer selection has been developed for application by the industry. Policy visions and strategies. In addition to adherence to our existing policies to increase quality, product safety, public recreation, environmental friendliness, and fishermen's welfare, in the future, the Fisheries Agency will participate more fully in international fisheries organizations and promotion of responsible fisheries. Meanwhile, more diversified uses of coastal waters and fishing harbors will be developed, and more emphasis will be put on the conservation of habitats and stock enhancement. Aquaculture technology will be upgraded, coupled with the development of seafood tracking system so consumer safety can be ensured. Under the combined efforts of all related sectors, we envision a bright future for Taiwan's fisheries, encompassing a sustainable fishing industry that fully satisfies the public demand for fishery products, meets the needs of fishermen, guarantees the safety of consumers, and safeguards the health of all people of Taiwan. Thank you for watching.